Hello, my name is Dmitry, and today I'm going to showcase you the different capabilities of the CAD model viewer for Confluence by moving forward. After you successfully install the app, go to your Confluence instance, and under the app section, you'll be able to see this page, 2D and 3D model library. When you go to this page, you'll be able to see a place where you can manage, upload, delete, and preview different models that you have added. We've also provided a few of the models by default for you to play around with. Let's upload a model, for example. I have this engine document. I'll upload this, and this model is a bit complex, so it's a zip file. Let's choose the entry point for this model. I chose this one, I click Go To, and the upload process has been started. You have to select the correct entry point to be able to preview the model correctly. Once the upload process is done, you'll be able to see your model listed in this table here. You'll also be able to see the author and preview the model. The first time you decide to preview the model, we'll start a translation process to optimize the model to be viewable inside the browser. This can take a while or be very quick. It all depends on the size of the model. Let's wait for this process to be done. Once the model translation process is finished, you'll be able to preview your model inside the browser. One thing to note that the translation process needs to happen only once, and after you successfully translate the model, there is no need to do it again. You'll be able to preview the model directly. Now, let's add a revision. I have this v2 file with an updated model document. And in this one, there are a lot of different files, but I know which one I'm looking for. Let me search for it. It's this one. So, as you can see, I'm uploading this as a revision for this file, and I chose the correct entry point for this model, so I can safely go and upload this model to the library. As you can see, the revision was successfully uploaded, and the revision number has changed here. If we go to preview now, you'll be able to see that we have the original version and the latest version of the file. As you can see, we have the original file and the latest file. For each of the versions, you'll have to do the translation process. But as I've said before, this has to be done only once. And as you can see, once the translation process is done, we'll be able to preview the model automatically inside Confluence. Note is that during the trial period, you have access to 30 models by default. Once you get the license, you'll be able to lift this restriction completely. Now, let's add this model to the doc. Here, I have this demo file as an engine specification. As you can see here, we have a lot of different details about an engine, and it would be nice if I would be able to share the 3D preview of the model for this engine with everyone on the team, without them needing to have to open any of the specific applications or needing to have a license. Let's add this document and add our macro inside. To add the macro, you have to type /3D, and you'll be able to see this entry when you have everything set up correctly. Click on it, and here you'll have a configuration dialog show up. To select one of the different models. Here, as you can see, it's the one that you've added, or the demo ones. Let's choose this one, and let's select one of the revisions. Let's choose the latest revision. And now just click Submit. This is all you have to do to be able to preview the model inside of a Confluence document. Once you're happy with how it looks inside the document, you just have to click Update and save the document inside of Confluence. As you can see, now this is not in an edit mode, this is just a preview of the document, and we have this interactive model previewer here, which has a lot of different capabilities, such as pan, where you can move the model around, zoom, to zoom in inside the model to have a better look on different details, first person view if your model is quite large, for example an apartment building, and you want to be able to walk through it. You can also take different measurements inside of the model. For example, calculate the length of this rod, which as you can see is roughly 33 millimeters here. Or calculate an angle between different parts. For example, this one here is around 89 degrees. You can also calibrate For example, if you know some information about the model, like for example, the difference between those two rods, you can define the size to have more precise calculations. Once you're done, you can also do a cross-section analysis on the model, for example, and move this plane inwards and outwards. You can rotate it to have a different cross-section view of different parts of the model. You can also explode the model, take a peek inside if the model is complex enough and well separated. This way you can see all the different intricate details that you have inside the model, such as this bolt, for example, right here. Right. You can also go through all of the parts inside the model and zoom in on them. Or you can view the properties of different parts, for example, or the entirety of the model itself. Here, as you can see, we have this model made in Autodesk Inventor. This part is called crankcase main and it was created on the 2nd of May 2023. If you want, you can go to the full screen and preview the model, for example, during the demo. Or you can change different parameters such as appearance, for example, changing the background to dark sky, which changes the lighting inside the rendering window as well. This is all you need to know to be able to use the 3D model viewer for Confluence by moving forward. Thank you, and